Let's paint a picture first of what West Louisville has looked like for a long time, which is basically a place of disinvestment. So every city has a place like it where the city drew a line, and west of that line, that's where they basically decided we're just not going to allow much to happen there for generations. That's what West Louisville is in Louisville.
There are no hotels here, no drugstores here. There's like one grocery store.
And so suddenly in the 60s, when we finally passed civil rights laws and things like that, we created an opportunity for things to happen here. But really, there wasn't much investment here for another 60 years. That's the facts.
When politicians and individuals come into the community and make promises that maybe they have a real intention to keep, but just don't, puts anger in place.
We've always served many people from West Louisville, but they had to go to another part of town to get those services. And that creates access issues for people who may not have a car or a computer. So we felt like it was a real oversight for us not to have a physical presence here in West Louisville. And we also decided to make this our headquarters to bring more jobs to this part of town and hopefully be a catalyst for more business investment in the future.
So the challenges for this project, one, obviously the cost, because we had somewhere in the neighborhood of a $15 million gap to fill. My CEO had asked me, she said in her last Goodwill, she had used New Markets, and she said, well, could you please just go off and understand how this works and try to get as much money as possible. And then, but for the New Markets Tax Credit Program and for, my conversations with Brian Oxford and CAHEC, that really was what began this whole understanding of a New Markets tax credit that could help us to fill this gap.
You're so appreciative of CAHEC being the major partner in that. Almost $8 million came to this project.
We would not have been able to do that without the New Markets tax credit, period.
West Louisville, we did it!
Prior to our purchasing this 21-acre plot of ground, it was a brownfield. We demolished 400,000 feet of defunct manufacturing. Now today we have 124,000 square foot resource center.
You walk in and it feels like a modern, beautiful, welcoming place. And then as you walk through, what you see is classes going on, a credit union in the facility, a place where people are helping to get off welfare and into a real job, people that are taking soft skills prep classes.
Well, when I walk through the doors every day, and again, it's getting that feel of just almost being like home.
They're greeted and they get to know people who actually care whether they succeed or not. And they see some of the helpers who are there for them having the same background that they had. You see a spark light in them, and you can almost hear them thinking, he did it, maybe I can do it.
Well, with myself, I was looking for career direction, but my career coach, she planted the seed in my head of, social services, being a career coach, helping people with them having the kind of backgrounds that I had, with me being able to relate to them, and I could see how their lives had improved, how they were able to give a boost to themselves socially and economically.
More people will always talk about, I am so thankful that Goodwill's here. Had Goodwill not been here, I would not be able to do the things that I'm doing.
Next door to this building is the first hospital that was built in West Louisville in the last 150 years. What's powerful about just pulling into the parking lot now is that there's a thriving hospital right in the heart of West Louisville, right next door.
My hope is that the future of West Louisville will be that there are fewer people who are living in poverty. Not because poor people have moved out of West Louisville, but because they've remained here and they're no longer poor. To me, that's the ultimate outcome. It is such an honor to win CAHEC's Outstanding Impact Award, because it's just a recognition of all of the hours and really years of hard work on the part of so many people who had to play a part in making this happen. We really do believe that this project is going to change West Louisville for the better.